crash, technology problems. We wasted some time here getting back up and running here. So you guys want to get, I mean, it's October coming up here, so that means playoff baseball, right? So what's going on in baseball, guys?
Yeah, we're just kind of touching on it there. Like, obviously, we got our Jays who seem to be pulling away kind of in a wild card spot and getting the number one spot, which would be huge to get some home games. But, when it comes down to it, what Aaron Judge is doing is absolutely incredible. Ties Babe Ruth right on the heels of Roger Maris. And also, playing center field sometimes too and making diving catches as like a 6'7" guy. Like, the guy is just a monster. Shane asked about it. Would you pitch to him at this point? Obviously you don't want to, but there's with the way the games are going right now, there's so many teams that do need to win to get into the playoffs right now that are in that thick where it's like, you can't be afford to be putting guys on base either because it's not like the Yankees have a bad lineup as well.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's like Barry Bonds, like, to see that one stat that he had where he had, the 1 year he had more walks than strikeouts, for a slugger. It will happen, but at the same time, you get caught up in it too, right? And you want to beat them, and you want to be the guy that sits them down too. And I think that plays into it as well.
Well, and interestingly, the Yes Network has offered to partner with Apple TV because this game was supposed to be an Apple TV exclusive tomorrow. And the Yes Network it looks like they're close to it. And one of the things that the Yes Network is offering is Michael Kay to be a part of the show,
Oh, wow.
which that would be a nice thing for them, a nice upgrade. Baseball fans around will know that. I don't know a lot of people that have Apple TV Plus. I will tell you that people that don't know this, that are in Canada, the Blue Jays games are on there. You can watch them on there for free. I don't know if you guys knew that, but
The commentary is just terrible, though.
yeah, I just had it on mute when I watched it. Last week I watched that with college football, but yeah, I don't know if I'm a pitcher right now, and you're probably not. When they play the Jays, it's gonna be a different story. Which maybe he'll break it against the Jays, or anybody that's in contention. It's gonna be hard to just pitch around him, but I'm pretty sure that the team that they're playing is dog shit this weekend, and I can't think of who it is off the top of my head. But I wouldn't pitch to. Oh, it's the Red Sox. Yeah. If I'm the Red Sox, I am not sending a single pitch down anywhere close to the strike zone. This guy is going to see 16 balls a game and take your base and have a good one. I am not letting you break the record against me.
No, not happening. Not at all.
Yeah. But he'll probably just jump out the box and swing anyways, man. With the length and the and the reach this guy's got, unless you actually just intentionally walk him.
Yeah.
But I miss the old days where you actually had to throw four balls. And a guy could actually jump out and still swing at it. But
well, exactly, and that's the thing. You can just just point to the base,
making diving catches in the outfield too, like. Whether you're like, the Yankees or not, how can you not like this guy? He seems like a really likable dude, just crushing it all over the place. It's pretty impressive what he's doing. So, hopefully we don't have to play them in the playoffs. But if we want to get anywhere, we probably will have to. But it's impressive.
We get a chance to talk about it later in the season. I mean, this is probably later in the season that we should talk about it. Shane, earlier in the year we picked on who we thought was going to make it to the finals here. We're getting to that point. I've got the postseason picture. If the season was to end today, there's going to be some maneuvering there, of course. But what is your picks? If you had to take your heart out of it, okay, who's your AL team? Who's your NL team?
Well, to start the season, I picked the Phillies and the Blue Jays. Right now, they're both secure in the wild card, and I think that they'll both be in. That's not going to be an issue. I did pick the Phillies to beat the Blue Jays, which is probably because they're not going to have them playing double play depth with one out and the bases loaded in extra innings. And that's going to be a really easy way to lose games, and that's exactly how they lost the game yesterday. But teams that are hot right now, it's really hard to go against Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's really hard to go against the Mets. I think that the National League playoffs are going to be really, really strong. I think the National League is ultimately top to bottom the stronger of the two sides. It would be I don't know. Like right now, just if you're saying take your heart out of it, as a baseball fan, you're probably saying the Astros versus the Braves. I think it'd be cool to see the Mets and the Yankees, and the Mets come out on top.
That would be a cool matchup, Mets and Yankees. I think it's Houston Mets. I think that's how it's going to come down to the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to rematch 92, baby. Jays in Atlanta. Jays are taking it.
Yeah, right. There you go. There's not going to be Deion Sanders coming out of anywhere. But yeah, that's that it was short lived because we had a little bit of a break, but that's pretty much where we're at. I don't know if you have any final thoughts before we sign out of here.
Congrats to McKinnon, and I think that's about it that we really had to say. 8 years,
yeah,
highest
I wanted
paid
to get
player.
that in real quick. I want to get that real quick just about hockey because it is a really cool stat. McKinnon just signed $85 million, $12 million a year, 8 years, and saw a cool stat where not one team in NHL history has won a Stanley Cup with a player that makes over $10 million on their roster.
Wow.
Now he's making
only
12 and a half. $100 million
only
for the contract.
5 guys have even made it. Only 5 have even made it to the Cup. The most recent one was Carey Price as a goalie, making 10.4. So pretty much what I'm saying is the Leafs are fucked.
Yeah.
But it is an impressive stat. Can they win with a guy making that much money? That's why Kadri's not back. We don't have a lot of time, but I did want to touch on that just because it is pretty crazy that even Kucherov was making $9.5 million when they won. So not one team's ever done it. So teams like Edmonton,
and he rode the IR for the whole season, so let's not really talk about that.
And so because we're gonna end on stats, I'll give you one too. Since 2021, the Miami Dolphins are 9-0 against the spread when they start a quarterback that has an O in the last name.
Yeah.
And they're 0-11 when they don't.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I saw that. Yeah, it's a wild stat they've been going with. So great stat to end with there, guys. As always, it was a great chat. Sorry about the technical difficulties again. Shane, enjoy
Don't let it happen again.
I know. Shane, enjoy your game tonight. Hopefully your primetime game is a hell of a lot better than mine. Please, I don't think you have anything to fear, my man. Go Steelers tonight. All right, boys. Have a wonderful evening.
See you, bud.